Is your cat really trying to comfort you? Does your cat really care? Every proud and loving owner, at least at some point, will likely ponder those questions. What is all of this really? Is owning a cat just for me, or does my cat really care? Can they sense my emotions? Do they know if I'm having a bad day, a bad week? In this material, we'll talk about the many layers of feline comfort and compassion, and just how much is meant for you, and how much is survival of the fittest meant for them. Your cat only being concerned because it impacts them directly. Possibly. Interesting topic, and I've got you covered. Stay tuned. Before we begin, if you'll be kind enough to flatter me for just a moment, at the time of this video, the upload date, the YouTube channel known as Senior Cat Wellness is officially 5 years old. It all began in mid-December of 2018. I want to take this time to thank everyone, the old and the new, old subs and new subs, returning guests, everyone. Thank you very much, because there is no Senior Cat Wellness without each and every one of you, and every milestone is your milestone. Much love to you all, and happy birthday. Now, is your cat really trying to comfort you? Does your cat really care? Well, it's a mixed bag, to say the least. It's a bit of you with a bit of them, and probably some pumpkin spice in for good measure, because pumpkin spice is on everything these days, so why not? At any rate, yes, indeed, your cat does know when you're upset, when you're having a bad day. How? Well, the first red flag involves a change in the daily routine. Your cat is likely a creature of habit, a creature of the routine, likely and hopefully the routine that you've established for them. When things aren't going quite right for you, for whatever the reason, your cat will know if your situation has caused you to break from the norm, take a detour from what's expected. Plus, if you've had your cat for a good while, they know your personality. In fact, they probably mirror it to some degree. So, in addition to the routine coming to a halt, they'll notice that you're behaving in a different way. When you put these two things in motion, the change in routine and the shift in your personality, you'll likely get the visit during this time, perhaps multiple visits from your pet. Even more, you could find yourself looking right into your cat's eyes because your pet is there and not leaving. By observing your behavior, your pet will notice something is wrong, as it will be a departure from what they've come to expect. This, on a surface level, at the very least, is where comfort comes into play. Your cat will be there attempting to change the situation, change your mood, restore the routine, restore order. Your cat will be there to make sure that you feel better. This would certainly qualify as comfort, care and concern, love and loyalty. On the flip side of this equation, well, it's where the selfishness lives. Survival of the fittest. Your cat knows by living under your roof that you hold the keys to the castle, you run the show, and sure, they like to think that they run the show, but when trouble comes, and you start to behave in a different way, and that food schedule has changed, that petting and play schedule has changed, the water's not quite as fresh, yeah, they'll know it was you this entire time running the whole thing. If you do find yourself in a negative situation, the way your cat responds will, to a sizable standard, be done out of selfishness. Hey, this is survival of the fittest, and my human can't assist me in this space. It will impact me directly. The safety and security, the food, the water, that clean litter box. I need my human to be okay so I can receive my daily essentials. Your mood and what you're going through will directly impact your cat. And if the goal is to look after number one, your cat's concerns will include those selfish elements. They know that if you're not okay, they are not okay. A change in the routine impacts them directly. So, a good bit of your cat's care, comfort, and concern is like this. Hey, get over that bad cold and get out of bed. I need my routine back. Sure, they do want you to be okay because they really do care, but they also care about getting what they want and need. So, like I said, it is a mixed bag. Here on the channel, and if you've been here for a while, a good while, you know I mention it quite often, cats and kids. There are many similarities, and that selfish element of the youngster, it's one. Cats also carry that what's in it for me mindset, sort of like a child. It's just who they are, and when you're both predator and prey, making sure you're safe, it is the top priority. In that home environment, your cat, for lack of better wording, is trapped. As you go, they go, and if you're not okay, they'll put their eyes on you for more reasons than one. Of course, this is a big piece of the puzzle. How much your cat cares, regardless of the reason, will likely be determined by the role that you do play. If you're not the only person in the home, and you're typically not the person who does all of the heavy lifting to make sure those essentials are met, then your experience as it relates to this topic and the comfort could be entirely different. If the bond isn't strong and your cat doesn't depend on you for all that all-important routine, then you could find yourself, unfortunately, on the outside looking in. You could be sick in bed with the flu for a week, and your cat might not care at all. That's just the harsh reality of things, depending on the circumstances. Not every person will be on the receiving end of the comfort and the care, the concern. Not everyone will receive those cuddles. This topic, it really hits on a question that's about as old as time and old as cats themselves. Does my cat really care about me, or do they only care about what I can do for them? Sounds like a relationship. What have you done for me lately, right? Well, it's a little bit of both. If we're being fair and honest, it is both. Because while we'd love to think that our cats give us unconditional love, that's not the case, at least not 100% of the case. Felines in the early stages of ownership, your ownership, they are often drawn to those who meet those essentials, those who provide the food and the water, the person who cleans the litter box, those who take care of the basics while respecting personal space. There's a string attached both on the end of your cat's favorite toy and on your relationship. Now, that's certainly not to say that your senior cat, for example, the pet that you've owned for almost 20 years, that's not to say they don't truly love and care about you, because they do. However, what you do for them and the essentials you provided does play a big role. What you can do for your cat, it's right there at the forefront, and it matters during your time of need. When the routine breaks down and when you're under the weather, when you've had a bad day at work, most of the time your cat cares for you, but they also care for themselves. Comforting you out of love and comforting you because it's a bit self-serving, it's both, and that's not bad. Hey, it's better than being ignored entirely. That much we can say for certain. To the viewers of Senior Cat Wellness, do you have examples, times where your cat comforted you, times where your cat made an effort to check in on you, times where your cat stayed with you right there next to you when you were going through it, when life was giving it to you, when life gave you a bad hand? Was your cat right there? Comfort and concern. That comment section is open for your stories and your general opinions. And any comments on our 5th birthday? If you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd certainly love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much, now more than ever. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.